That's a little bright. Woo! Bright light. Hey, we're live. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. I am Chris, aka Rufotris Rooted Rockhound, and welcome to my stream slash Geocracker. He's back. He's been away for a little bit. I know right now it's just a blank screen. Over there? Yeah, there. But he'll be with us in just a moment. He's just finishing setting up and creating a StreamYard account so that he can get on here and stream it to his channel as well. So whether you're watching this on my channel now live or in the future, you can also watch it on Geocracker's channel, or if you're watching it over there, hey, maybe you've discovered one of us for the first time through the other's channel, and so you can go and subscribe to both of us. Me, him, that guy, this guy, you know, we're both here. Anyway, until he gets here, I'm going to give you a little heads up of what we're doing today. We're going to be cleaning up some Herkimers from our last trip that we had up in New York. He came with Greg, and they met me in Herkimer, and we had an awesome time. We spent a couple days up there digging some lovely crystals, and it was an absolute blast. And, well, we've been sitting on a lot of them for quite some time, and I've been cleaning some up here and there and messing with them, but honestly, I've still got a couple bins full of untouched ones, and just the other day I pulled one out and was breaking off a couple little tiny crystals, and lo and behold, underneath was a large nickel size Herkimer or bigger. So I left that untouched for today. We're going to get into that in just a moment and start cracking that open. Maybe not cracking, even though that's kind of the Geocracker's thing. We'll be more picking apart, maybe getting some vinegar, dissolve stuff with some acid, and yeah, kind of go from there. So let me see who's in the chat here. We got JJ Sue. Welcome, Jisu. Got Jeff here. Welcome, welcome, Jeff. Mushroom Hunter, welcome. And Nancy, hello, Mom. Walking dog. Oh, Jackie's here as well. Walking the dog, but on our way back home. Well, welcome, Jackie. Oh, yeah. Oops, I clicked it. Hello, Mushroom Hunter. Welcome all. Well, hello, Mom. I guess type hello. And today, instead of a Coca-Cola, got myself a delicious Juneberry Red Bull. I don't know if you've had these, but I like this flavor. It's tasty. So, it's been a little while since I've been live. Been a little while since Tyler's been live. And let's see. Oh, we got Sky Warrior here. What's up, Rich? How you doing, buddy? You may have just missed the intro is all. Nothing exciting yet. We're waiting for Geocracker. I keep pointing the wrong way. I feel like on YouTube I point this way, but on here it's, I don't know, that way. Oh, it's because I turned my camera mirroring off. That's maybe what's messing with me? I don't know. Like the yellow Red Bull. Oh, see, the yellow, that's the tropical one, right? Is that the tropical coconut or something? Yeah, or just tropical. I don't know. I'm not super big on the yellow one. I like the new blue one. I like the, oh, what's the new pear cinnamon? That one's really good. This summer edition pear cinnamon is yummy. Farm chores and lurking. Ooh, sorry about that. That's not the most exciting. Well, I guess until Tyler pops in, I'm not sure. Maybe he's still stuck setting up a little bit. But I'm going to pull my table over. Oof, you see the messy closet here. I've been, actually, you know what? No, let's take you guys on a little tour. I'm going to flip my camera around. Give me just a moment, because I've got to click like 6 buttons to get there. There we go. Oh, hey, there's Tyler. All right, let me take you guys away from this for just a moment.
What up, everybody? Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh,
welcome in, buddy.
It has been a while. You know what? I'm going to flip it around really quick. Sorry, everybody. I know probably made the screen go a little cray-cray. But it's going to just make it all easier. I am down in the basement. Ooh. Look at all those pretty rocks.
Setting up my new display. This isn't how it's permanently going to look. I just put some rocks up here to see how it looks, but I've got these new touch lights up here from IKEA, and they're pretty nice. Nice. They do a really good job of lighting all that up. Now I just got to get some UV ones as well.
All right. I have got to go grab a couple of stones to get cleaning, but I'm sure you guys already heard, but in case you didn't hear, we're going to be cleaning up some Herkimers. If you're not familiar with Herkimers, they come from Herkimer County, New York, where we were all just up there, like Chris mentioned, Greg was kind enough to swing by the south side of Chicago and scoop me up. And it was a great trip. And
Yeah, it was a good time.
Go get mine because they're all in a bin outside.
Quick question, echo check. When I'm talking right now, or when Tyler was just talking, does anyone hear an echo? Because I know that can be an issue with StreamYard, and if so, I can adjust the sound. Any echoes? Test 1, 2.
Oh.
Go ahead and say something, Tyler. See if there's an echo on your side.
Check. I'm getting my iPad set up here. Unfortunately, my fantastic little almost 4-year-old crucified my computer with his Hot Wheels. All right.
Oh no.
So it works, but my screen is completely shattered. So I need to search deep within me and pull out my technical capabilities and try and replace that screen. So are we looking at different? Obviously, we're gonna have 2 different chats. So I've got mine up. We've got Mushroom Hunter, Jackie, and Helen S hanging out over with me. Welcome in, everybody's. Wow, Lord. I haven't talked in public in a long time. I forgot how to speak, apparently.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, my last couple streams getting back into it after I was not doing much was like pretty rough.
Like mushmouth. Bye, Balloomba. All right, I will be back in a moment. We've got some stuff to clean.
No worries. We'll ask him when he comes back, Rich. I don't know if he saw that comment or not. So here's a little peek at what I'll be getting into today. I was messing around with this Herkimer, and I just saw these little crystals on here, and a few fell off while I was trying to clean it. I took a toothbrush and water to it and was trying to clean some of it up, and a handful of crystals fell off there, little tiny Herkimer pieces. You can see the nice shine on that one. But they were over this spot right here. And it busted off some calcite and Herkimers to reveal that chunker underneath, that nice little face. That was about almost a thumbnail size. So we're going to sit here and pick away at all this today and see what's lurking under there. Oh, great question. So Helen asks, Herkimers only come from one place? And yes, they're named after the locality. These are Herkimer diamonds is what they're famously called, but they're actually a type of quartz. They're famously very water clear and double terminated, but they come from Herkimer County, New York, and that's what gives them their name. Now, there are others that look very similar, such as the Pachamers from Pakistan, and they got their name by looking like Herkimers, but being from Pakistan, thus Pachamer. You've also got the Payson diamonds, which come out of Payson, Arizona, and they're very similar as well to the Herkimers. And I've got a little video last year where I actually went down to Payson, Arizona, and dug a few of the Payson diamonds myself. So yeah, hopefully that helps you there, Helen. Sounded like Tyler might be back. Yep, I see a shadow moving. He's lurking.
All right. Yeah, sorry, I muted my mic. That was a heavy bin of rocks, and I was making a whole lot of noise coming down the steps. So, yeah, I don't know if I ever showed my haul from Herkimer, so I don't know if I want to.
Right, I don't think either of us ever showed off our complete haul.
Well, I can show my haul, but it's only in a bucket for now. But
mine has been, because we moved, unfortunately, it got mixed with all my other trips. So I know some of them that were from our trip together, but you know, it was my 4th time to Herkimer, and they all got stuck into 2 bins together. Actually, right now they're in a total of like 3 or 4 bins because it's so many. It's like almost 3 buckets full worth that I have.
Come on, Lefty. Sorry. Realized I plugged my phone in, which surprisingly is currently at 97% battery, and my iPad is only at 3. so I had to switch
Cool.
around. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this. Rich Warrior had said you was just by South Chicago, Tyler? Question mark.
Yes, I reside on the south side of Chicago. I'm in Lansing, so I guess we're considered the furthest southernmost suburb of the city. But yeah, I grew up on the west side of Chicago. Been out here my whole life. But yeah, I don't have the greatest lighting in here. It's been quite a while since I've done anything content creating or rock related. So I have no idea where my lights are. I didn't find my tripod until moments before we started the stream. So can I just still zoom in like normal here?
The struggles. Yeah. If you get closer, it'll auto go to macro. I don't know how you zoom through Safari. I don't know if you can.
I don't think it's just zoom in the actual page.
I think you have to click camera and then you can like click 3x camera, like if you change the camera.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you just get closer, it'll auto switch to your macro for a close up. Like, let's see if I can do it here. If I get close, like, look, it just switched to my macro.
Yeah, I think I need to get the app. I should.
The app won't let you do this at all, though.
Oh. Then how are you able to do it on your phone?
I'm on Safari. Yeah, no, I'm just on Safari. It's just auto.
I'm on Safari on my phone, too.
Yeah, it doesn't zoom in, but if you move something closer, it'll switch to your macro lens.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see. Okay.
You might need a little more light, too, for it to register that it's closer.
Yeah, I got a few pieces.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Ooh. Oh, that sparkle in that one right in the middle. That hole on the right. Oh, yeah.
That's a pretty one. I think this is one I want to drop in some vinegar today and get that little guy out of there. It's not in there very well, and this piece right here is pretty cracked next to it, so I don't think it would survive long as just a display piece. There's a couple little pockets in there, so I don't know.
What's up, Art?
I have not soaked any of these things from Herkimer yet. Is that Loki?
It is. I might end up dropping out on this camera for a second. My page is messed up and I have to refresh my Safari. I'll be right back.
Okay. And then there was one. All right. Helen says she is in Miamisburg, Ohio, just south of Dayton. That's awesome. Yes, Loki, we are live, my friend. It has been a while. So I'm going to start going through. See, I picked up some pieces and some chunks. Like this one here has got a decent little chunk in there. A couple of faces on it, maybe. So these ones I got with the intention to just kind of soak and see what happens. So I think we're just going to plop on in. Oh, Jeff says, how are Heather and the kids in the house? They are good. Paisley's at school. The boys are probably not napping and terrorizing their room instead. Of course. And Heather is upstairs cleaning. We're doing a whole lot of rearranging and stuff in the house. So she's got some things she's working
on. Rich said, Auburn, Indiana, not far from 90. Did visit new process steel that's near you.
Oh, cool. Auburn, Indiana. Yeah. I'm in Lansing. I'm right off of 92. I'm the last one of the last exits before it switches over from 294 over to 8094 or whatever it is.
Jeff, I will be looking into that, whatever the California equivalent is to these. I've seen, quite a few double terminated quartz. I hadn't realized at first, even a bunch that I found in Utah turned out to be double terminated. And one of my favorite clusters from Utah. Oh, yeah, the stromatolites. Yeah.
Oh, dude, look. You know what I didn't even realize? Look at, in one of those stromatolites, look, there's a little cavity with a herc in it.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Well, yeah, we found a whole, I think Greg spotted it first, didn't he? It was basically like a whole big plate of stromatolite. It was wild.
I feel like in my video, Greg spotted the first piece of it, and then I feel like I spotted the whole shelf that went like 10 feet back, but maybe not.
Yeah. So stromatolites, for those
huge.
who aren't aware, stromatolites are, as far as we know, it's the oldest living organisms we've found on the planet and that we can carbon date. Oldest ones are like billions of years old. I don't know exactly how old the ones from Herkimer are, but it's basically, it's colonial bacteria. So that's one way to describe it. I've got a nice specimen of a stromatolite out in my shop that I picked up in, where was I at? Cadet, Missouri, at Haunted Ridge. Or no, actually, I think that wasn't at Haunted Ridge. That was at the secondary location. But I found a big, massive chunk of druzy quartz, and I flipped it over, and the bottom of it was stromatolites. So it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me that this stromatolite right here has got pockets and cavities that are forming Herkimers. If the stromatolites over in the middle of the country are turning into crystals too. Pretty cool.
Yeah, Helen, they actually, not only the stromatolites, we found brachiopods in the parking lot, in their parking lot gravel. We found some bivalves. Just up the road, there are trilobite fossil beds, actually. That would have been cool to make it to, but we didn't have time. But yeah, there's actually quite a few fossils back up east, because in the upper part of New York State, there's quite a bit of bedrock exposure and old rock exposure.
Oh, dude, that's wild.
That's some nice golden rutile I was working on. Some wild flare in it.
I don't know. I think if I get back into putting out videos every week, I think I might just try and get back into a swing of doing a weekly live. Betsy is still down for the count. I'm still working on her. It's just been cold, and it's just been a lot going on. So
yeah, this is some of that wood I'm sending you. This is the wood I picked up in Utah, and this is only 600 grit, dude. That's only 600 grit, and it looks done.
Wow, that's wild. Let's see. Helen says, do they predate the Grenville orogeny? I don't know. Our resident geologist is Chris, so I'm going to hand that one over to him.
Oh, I would have to actually look that up. I do believe, so I don't know the Grenville dates, but the Herkimers, let's see. So the Herkimers date to around 300 million years old when the Herkimers started forming, to 350 million years ago. But the dololitic limestone formation that it's in is around 400 million years old. So the host of the Herkimer itself here is 400 million years old. And then acidic rains washed out pockets from the limestone, which later then filled in with calcite, quartz, and all sorts of other little inclusions. But yeah, so they're dating the rock to around 400 million years old, I believe. And that's the age of some of the stromatolite, but also older, because the stromatolites we find under all the layers of the Herkimers down towards the bottom. So it's probably older than 400 million.
Yeah,
that's as close as I can get you. Yeah,
much older than 400 million, but who knows? It's wild. All right, actually, now that we're talking about Herkimers and stuff, I have probably my two nicest specimens are sitting out in my shop right now. I'm gonna go grab those.
Nice. I'm gonna show these off that I started the other day. These are all 600 grit wheels so far, and then I'll bust into the Herkimers. But just show you guys a little preview of the cabs I'm working on. This is some of that root beer calcite. It has wonderful colors in the UV. Maybe I guess I can go grab the UV in a minute. This is some mystery marble-like chert out of Ohio. Some spots like that right there looks like opal or something softer and doesn't take a polish. This, some of you should be able to name, but I can't. I forget what the pink bubblegum one is, if it's a variation of rhodonite, rhodochrosite, or something totally different. I always want to go for the rhodos for this pink one, but I forget. Reminds me of Picasso or something. I forget what this one is. Waiting to see if someone says in the comments. And then we got some of this picture sandstone I was working on. It's like nice little mountains up there. Beautiful little desert scene in these. I don't know which way to orient this one, actually. I think this way. I like that one a lot. And then let's see. Ooh, the This is the blanket jasper. That one already has taken a nice polish as well. Some opalitic agate. Some Montana agate. Looks like I need to go back. There's some scratches in the middle. Oh, on both sides. Oops. I go back a little bit on that one. Some graveyard plume. I love those tiny plumes. That's marcasite right there. A little double-sided cab on that one. And some zebra. Some peristerite with a little bit of flash in there. Look at that.
All right. While he's showing those things, I'm just going to kind of
Yeah, I'm
pick a
about
couple
done.
more candidates and plop them in the vinegar.
Yeah, that's about it. Oh, this big mossy, actually. Big old moss. Put the light behind this one. And then some Larimar. And another moss. Moss with some fortification. Yeah, doing a bunch of double-sided ones so that I can start trying some wrapping, actually. I need to get back and trying to do some wire wrapping.
Nice. All right. So, no one's allowed to make fun of my pajama pants I'm wearing because I am comfy and I like it. But this one I'm going to show you is too big to just pick up and hold in front of the camera. So, I'm going to show you guys.
Really quick question then. And Jackie, and would this be the other one then that I was thinking of? So that one's rhodonite and this one's the rhodochrosite, right? I think this is rhodochrosite. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Trying to get it to zoom in, but not quite. Not quite working. Anyways, this piece here, I'm not going to show all of it because I do go a little more in depth in the second part of the video, but there are just Herkimers all over the place. Some really, really big ones. Some that unfortunately broke, but I'm pretty sure I counted over 70 Herkimers inside of this, along with pockets of druzy and stuff like that. But the ones that I could actually identify with the crystal structure of being a Herkimer, there was a lot.
That's nuts, man. Some of those clusters are crazy. The one I pulled like over 100 little gems out of,
Yeah.
I still haven't busted that up anymore yet, and I know it's got hundreds more little gemmies inside of it.
Even the one that's in there, that one in there even looks like it has like an amber color to it.
Ooh, that's a golden healer. That's an amber healer.
Is that an actual thing?
They call them golden healers when they have some iron staining that makes them yellow. That's where the name golden, the golden points come from. They call it, there's, it's kind of one of those metaphysical things I don't get into much, but healer quartz actually meant quartz that was broken and regrew and had a healing pattern that it exhibits from the regrowth, which I'll actually go grab a piece and show.
Okay, cool. That's interesting. All right, so I'm going to try and get a little closer over here. We got some, as you can see, some cleaning going on and some fizzing. Oh, all right, calm down. Like I don't know why I can't. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to zoom in, but can't quite get it to do that. Anyways, we definitely have some stuff eroding away. And in the meantime, this is the other, probably my favorite piece. I don't think I'd ever get rid of this one. I think this one's staying in the family. But this has got some beautiful black druzy, and then just some gorgeous, gorgeous Herkimers.
That one is crazy.
And they're just all over the place. There's a couple of them down here. There's one hanging out there. all over the place.
Okay, so here's the main difference. So these are quartz from Arkansas. These are not Herkimers. These are from our buddy over there, you know who. And so here's what happens normally when quartz breaks. It get just an ugly frosted bottom, you know, normal quartz breakage right there. That's what you expect to see. However, over time, if the conditions are right and it breaks like this one, it can actually start to regrow and you get that crazy geometry and you get like pyramids start to show up.
Wow.
So that right there is actual healer quartz that is broken and regrown. And some of them start to grow a druzy off of it and stuff too.
Oh, that's really cool. Interesting. Sorry, really quick. Jackie, were you asking that chunk wave, the big one that I had sitting on my lap? I would say, I don't know, probably close to 50 pounds. It's a big one. And that one, I literally took back to camp or back to the cars all the way from the edge of the property. We were pretty confident we were poking around in the area where Brian Major was, because he had to dig out there just a few weeks after we were done over there.
Yeah, it was they let us go back into the private area.
Yeah, the Lap Rock. Yeah, that's a hefty one. I haven't weighed it yet. I should.
Oh, here's a really good healer quartz. Check this one out.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, the new faces that grow on the broken part are pretty cool. $30. That's a discount.
So $30 with 25 off. So it's only $5.
That's with 25 off. We're under even the broken tip is a healer. So the healer is the most expensive of the quartz.
Gotcha.
For those into the metaphysical, this stuff is premium, but also in the trade, it goes for a little more. Now, if it's that plus all yellow from iron staining, the limonite staining all over the whole thing, then it's a golden healer, and those are pretty highly sought after as well. Got some nice rainbows in there. And if people want to buy some quartz, I've got a lot. I'm ready to let it go at a discount. I was going to have another live sale maybe soon and just discount all the quartz. All of it 20% off or something.
Oh, Jeff, are you still hanging around? Were you talking about Quest for Adventure? Is that what you're talking about? Is that Quest? I can honestly, I think Quest for Details was the very first rock hounding YouTuber I encountered. I think I saw him, and then I think a year or two later I came across Taylor and Jesse. That is wild.
Big old hematite bubble right there. Hematite snowflake. Yeah, this one's a Brazilian hematite phantom amethyst. Got little bits of gothite in there too.
Was there malachite on there? What's the green?
I wasn't sure actually. It was weird. It had a little fuzz of like green on it.
I would say if it's a green fuzz, definitely malachite. I don't know much. Yeah, Quest for Details. Oh, dude, he's awesome. I love watching this stuff.
Anyway, that's not what we're here for. Time to start breaking these
said
up.
How much?
Oh. Jackie, that one, this one's 25 for the phantom amethyst.
That's wild. That's only $25. Sheesh.
I mean, dude, I saw some of these going crazy high, but I can get a kind of deal on them sometimes. I went digging through a pile. This was the only nice one.
He said, "That's not what we're here for."
Right?
Yeah,
that's
what I'm saying. He's been around for so long. Quest for Details. I don't know if there's any other rock hounding channels, because he's not solely rock hounding. He does so much. I love his stuff. But yeah, I saw him, and then like a year or two later, I came across Taylor's channel, Agate Dad, and then went from there.
All right, I've got my vinegar. I went to Target before this and got a new big jug of vinegar here. So I'm gonna go grab some calcite chunk, and we'll drop a big old chunk of calcite in some vinegar. And I did that recently, and I still haven't put the video out, but I got a bunch of little tiny Herkimers out of the calcite chunk. So I'm gonna go grab that. Let Tyler take over for a bit.
Definitely. Oh yeah, I think that's the first thing I saw was his gardening stuff. I've always been into gardening and things like that. But yeah, I've watched quite a few of his videos. Which, speaking of this year, I'm gonna end up making a poll. Honestly, part of the reason last year towards the end, like in the summer and stuff, why I started doing less content creating and stuff. I mean, I kind of showed you guys along the way, but we had a decent little garden going, so that was a lot of work. I had 2 4x6 in-ground / raised bed hybrids. I dug down a little bit and then I rose it up 6 inches above. But basically this year I'm gonna be building 4 6-foot by 4-foot beds, and they're gonna be raised beds. They'll be 1.5 feet high, maybe 2 feet, and we're gonna do a whole lot of different stuff. So I'm kind of thinking of recording along the way because it's going to be a whole big process, but it's definitely not rockhounding content, and I don't really care to make a separate channel for gardening stuff. So I don't know, I might just do some random fluff videos of like what's going on in the garden and things like that. I'm not going to teach you how to garden because I'm still learning how to garden. But you know, while I'm building everything, because I'm going to build a nice big like archway. It's basically going to be 4 beds separated like this. There's going to be 2 feet between each bed, and then between the main part we'll have 4 feet, and I'm going to build an arch and make it look cool. So yeah, I don't know, I might make a video of that whole process. I feel like it'd be interesting to watch a time lapse. No, I did not switch sides. I have no interest in teaching people about gardening and stuff like that. That's, you know, you live and you learn. You figure it out on your own. I have so many difficulties looking stuff up and figuring out when to start things and what's right for where I'm at that I don't have the mental capacity to do that. I'm going to be starting up a job soon. Haven't decided what we're getting into or what I'm going to be doing. You know, maybe dabble a bit, get back into doing the videos. And if they do a little bit better, then I don't need a side gig, but I don't know. It might just be better to do the side gig and save up and go from there. Switch sides.
Yeah, so here's a couple of my bins of Herkimers. Just some of my ones to clean.
Oh, Loki switch sides. Ha ha ha.
Well, so the way I have it set up is if you're watching on StreamYard, at least for me, it shows me all the comments on your channel and mine.
Yeah, it shows me in both too. But I mean, I've still got it up on my main one. So yeah, I don't know. I might make some videos and not upload them and kind of put out some feelers. I've caught grief in the past by, you know, incorporating, you know, opening up packs of Pokemon cards and stuff on my channel. Some people have complained about it, but at the end of the day, I really don't give a flying fladoodle because it's my channel and I'll do whatever the hell I want. And if it's something I enjoy, then I'll do it. Pokemon, you know, you guys are stuck with. From the jump, from day one when I made my description, I included, or my channel, about my channel or description or whatever, I included that there was going to be Pokemon related stuff. So the gardening is the only thing I'd put feelers out, and if people don't enjoy it, then I won't spend the time making the videos and things like that. But there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing this year. So maybe interesting to some folks, may inspire some folks to look at that window. That's crazy.
Right. That's a nice little Herkimer right there. Look at it.
You gonna soak that bad boy, get it out, or are you leaving it?
I don't know. I kind of like this as a display, and I thought about putting a light behind it.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh, this big one. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. Ugh. I can't even lift it out right now. Look at that. You can see it from there. Look at that big one. Golf ball.
Wow.
Well,
Oh,
golf
I'm
ball
so
Herc
happy
right
that
there.
Lisa got some awesome ones in her dig.
Yeah.
That made me very happy. Ooh, there we go. Finally, a piece that's got a bunch of calcite in there, so we can get some action going in these bubbles. Oh, now get in there. Maybe I should have rinsed some of these off, but oh well.
Look at the shine on this one.
Pokemon has some competition right now. What you talking about?
Oh, Pal World. Dude, have you seen Pal World?
They have competition on the fictional game aspect, but nobody's ever going to surpass Pokemon cards. That's what I'm talking about. I love Pokemon cards. I've got a large collection of Pokemon cards, and I will continue collecting them as long as they don't get stupid priced. But ain't nobody competing with Pokemon cards. They came up with MetaZoo during the pandemic, and that tried to do something, and they just went bankrupt. So, but I have seen a lot of trailers and stuff for that game. I can get a little tunnel vision-y, so I try not to do a whole lot of gaming on my phone because then I just lose days at a time. Just being honest.
Oh, dang it. Okay, there we go. Oh, you tap the screen to get that to come back. Okay.
Garbage Pail Kids for the win. You're funny, Jackie. Pogs for the win. Pogs were fun. Ooh.
Oops.
I need to save this for the video though when I do some cleaning. This has got a nice big window of calcite in there.
Yeah, so I've got a whole bunch of these gnarly calcite chunks. And some of them are really cool, like big, nice specimens of calcite. Like this one I think I'll keep. Like it's got a big double blade feature, the rhomboidal facet structure. There's the calcite cleavage, but it's definitely got a couple little Herkimers I can see hidden inside of it when I play with the lights. But I've got some smaller ones too, like this chunk. Not as exciting. Someone might want it, but I think it might also be fun to kind of dissolve it and see if we find Herkimers inside it. It could be a total bust and there'll be nothing in it, but we've definitely dissolved a few before and found little gems in there.
I'll take a chunk of calcite. I didn't take home much calcite. I was just looking more for specimens.
Yeah, I mean, this one's a kind of cool specimen of calcite. Look at this one with all the blades.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
That's optical calcite right there. You can see deep into it.
Oh, wow. Oh, that'd be a nice one to polish, that little window.
Like, and it's got some dolomite there, and it's got, I think, a little bit of Herkimer in there. I don't remember where. I swear I found a little one on it, but maybe it is that.
Well, Helen,
a little bit there.
Thank you for hanging out. I'm sorry, I just seen your message where you said you like watching Pokemon card openings. I've got a couple of them on my channel, so always feel free to go and check them out. I don't have any.
Thanks for dropping by.
Meantime, there was a box they just came out with a trading card box that I was going to get, but it's like an almost $400 item at retail, and they sold out relatively quickly, so the inflated price is kind of crazy. So yeah, not interested in that. And that one didn't even like come with packs. It was just a cool collectible, and they basically reprinted the big three, which is Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. It was their fourth reprint of that card. So I've got all the other copies of all the other prints. So I need that one now, but not for $400. I'll just buy the card separately in like a year when the market crashes and everything's dirt cheap, which is happening right now. It's kind of funny, not to tangent, but I follow a couple Pokemon investing Reddits and stuff like that, and it is hilarious how much people are losing money right now because they just are foolish. So there was a couple really nice like chase cards that I wanted to get but wasn't able to get because the prices inflated immediately. One of them being a Pikachu promo card that was like a painting, like a Van Gogh style painting. So it's called the Van Gogh Pikachu. and people were grading them and getting them graded in PSA 10s, and they were selling them for a couple $1,000. And that card right now is worth around $600, and it's projected to reach like $100 by the end of the year. So I'm gonna wait till the end of the year and pick one up for 1/20th of the price of everybody else who bought one for the sake of having one before they blew up in price, but it backfired. Anyways, back to the rocks. If I
was just pinning
much, anybody just feel free to say shut up in the chat, and I will.
I was just pinning your channel in my live chat.
Loki learned his lesson with Beanie Babies. I just cleaned my closet out this morning, and I found the Princess Diana Beanie Baby my mom gave me when I was in high school that said would pay for my college. That's so funny.
All right, well, I guess if the vote is that I should keep these specimens and not break them down, I'll not destroy the nice calcite.
Yeah, I'd say that one that was more like clamshell looking might be interesting to do. You know, you're not losing much, but I think the other specimen-y ones, yeah, I wouldn't. Especially that one with that little window of the optical calcite.
Yeah. I like this little chunk. It's got some host and dirt and stuff on it, and it's a nice little, there's a key right there. It's a chunk of a Herkimer. We'll do that one. And I've got some with the host that I want to break up the host and get the chunks out. This guy. And the host softens up a ton. There's little ones in it. So just really, not this one. I don't know why I grabbed this. Oops. Let's see.
See that big bubble that just came off of there?
I missed it. I was looking for pieces that I should put in. Look at that little guy. Ooh, that's smoky. Check that one out. Smoky Herkimer.
Oh, nice.
Oh, remember the amethyst I found up there?
Yeah.
Let me go grab that. I totally forgot about that. I don't think I've ever shown that off either.
Slacker. Big John in the house. It's all good, buddy. We're still hanging out. We got some things soaking. How you doing, my friend? Oh, we got George in the house. George is watching on Chris's channel, though. So in case you guys didn't realize, we are live currently on both of our channels, the same stream, same exact thing. So that means there are two separate live chats going on. You should still see the chats popping up on the screen from the other party. But
no, that's only for us.
Oh, is that only? No, I see it on my iPad. It's on the iPad playback.
Oh, on my channel, it doesn't show people talking on your channel.
Oh, weird. I see George talking in your chat. That's the only reason why I know he's here.
Oh, that just walked back in. That's because I clicked his comment.
Oh, okay.
That's me featuring his comment. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still learning all this.
Yeah, no worries. So this one, when it was dirty, it looked like an amethyst, but this was from Herkimer, and I cleaned it up, and I would call it a smoky. Look at that.
Oh, wow, that's wild. Dude, that's so pretty.
Doesn't even look like it belonged at Herkimer.
Nope. Jackie says she only sees from my channel.
But I broke that out of the ground myself. It's got the limestone. You were there. Greg was there.
I seen it.
Smoky Herkimer Druzy.
There's
and it looks
crazy Druzy up there. I mean,
look, it almost looks like it could have been some of the stromatolite. Look at that.
Oh yeah. Just like some fortification chalcedony banding going on there.
Yeah, which some of the stromatolite had going on it, just like the Haunted Ridge.
Yeah.
It can start the layers.
someone came from Haunted Ridge and just planted it.
Right, in the limestone though, but I busted this out of the limestone. What's crazy is like the druzy ended all around this. Like it was just calcite around, and it was basically this encased in calcite in a pocket on a rock that I busted off. Nuts. Anyway. How you doing, Geo? Everyone's over in Tyler's chat, as he said. I'm gonna pour some
George,
vinegar
what up?
in here.
I think it's because I've been away a little longer. Yeah, I'm sorry. Life threw us a few curveballs. But getting through it. I don't think I'll make a video specifically addressing anything. Just in time over live chats or live streams and stuff like that. Start talking about things. But we're doing good now. Doing better. Everybody's happy. Everybody's healthy. And that's what matters. Ooh, excuse me. Apologize for that yawn.
I still want to I can't talk. I still want to throw a chunk of calcite in there, so I'm going to dig through my box and find a little piece of calcite to watch it just fizz up and dissolve. Mm-hmm. Sadly, I could only get a 5% vinegar today, though.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm using right now. I just had some extra left over from all my Canon from last year, so.
Yeah, Walmart had a 6% one that was actually, I noticed a significant difference. But I mean, when you're talking about such a low percentage, 5 to 6, that is, I mean, significantly stronger.
Good to know.
Oh, wow. Here's an exquisite little one.
Balls! My balls.
Look at this little one. I love the tiny druzy ones. Ugh, I can't get my light right. There we go.
I know you just said light right, but my brain initially heard it as light bright. Like
light bright.
Light bright. And I'm like, what? That toy from when we were like 5?
Yes. Ooh, this one was taped up in the box. You know it's good if it's one of the only taped up ones. Come on, camera. There you go. Nice little druzy pocket there. That one right there is double terminated.
Wow. That's pretty. I just found another.
Oh, nice dolomite.
Calcite going in.
Look at the dolomite in there.
Oh, wow. Stream-wise, just hanging out, chatting, catching up. I think Chris is preparing for his trip out to Idaho in a few weeks, right? Idaho or Iowa?
Idaho, yeah. So I'll be going to the Boise Gem Show. I keep checking plane tickets every day, hoping they'll drop a little bit. But I'll be in Idaho for that weekend and doing a little something special. And I don't think I'll be able to go live, but I'll definitely be making some videos that'll come out shortly after. Yeah, other than that, we're just hanging out, cleaning rocks. Been a while since Tyler's been live. I haven't done a lot lately, so we thought, why not hang out, see who jumps in the live, chat for a little bit, and clean up some rocks a bit.
Yeah.
I forgot I had a Red Bull. Grab my Red Bull.
But Red Bull gives you weak. I still can't believe that society was able to pull off suing that Red Bull for their whole Red Bull gives you wings slogans. I cannot believe that even happened in our life.
That's too funny.
That was a while ago, but like, come on, y'all. Obviously, this canned beverage will not make your body sprout wings that will then make you fly.
Right. Oh, hey, Helen left, but here's the one I found. I wasn't sure if it's a trilobite fossil. Like, look at that. The shape, looking at it this way, looks like the top shell of a trilobite going in here.
Oh, that's interesting.
I found that with you.
I was gonna say, I feel like I remember that one.
There's some crystal in there too.
You found that further back, didn't you? Or was that?
Yeah, I think so.
I was gonna say, I remember going down the hill, then up the hill. So Loki, actually.
Oh, and this side's
doing it now. If I recall, I believe we can have up to 6 people.
Yep.
We can have up to 6.
Oh no, I paid.
Channels.
I paid for the upgrade. We can have like 20 people in here now.
Oh yeah, we can do multiple people now. So we're this is just a little dabble, just to test things out, and then we're gonna be coming back full force very soon. I did mention I'm looking for a regular job, part-time, full-time, whatever works best, just to start saving up, paying off some debts and things like that, trying to live life a little more enjoyably and not always stressed out. It's kind of been our mantra for the year, so kind of tackling it one at a time. But yeah,
I'm going to have this one assessed professionally because that I'm convinced is a potential fossil, and it's got so much going on in it. Like, so there's a dolostone cluster. So there's some dolomite cubes and crystals, but then it's got the nice clear quartz all over it, clear pockets. But then this whole side is that golden healer. So this is what I was saying, not healer, but this is the golden quartz. They call it golden healer, but that's the limonite staining. When it's that even and nice, that increases the value too.
Oh yeah, I found I refer to that as Indiana citrine. I found a whole lot of Indiana citrine. So much iron in those geodes down there. It's wild.
I was cleaning them all up in iron out a long time ago, and people were yelling at me like, "What are you doing? You're dropping their value."
Shoot, you know how many of these I find like this? It's crazy. I flip out when I find a nice clear quartz geode.
Well, like this one, this was all yellow. This whole thing was super yellow, right? But I wanted to clear up some of that quartz. So this one got a long iron out soak. This is Arkansas. This is some of that Arkansas quartz, and it was all yellow. You can still see some yellow in there. But I don't know. I think it looks nice when it's crystal clear and icy because you couldn't see through it before. It was all iron coated.
All right on, Loki. We'll catch you later. I don't know how late Chris is planning to go, but I've probably got maybe another 20 to 30 minutes before I gotta start getting off. I gotta get Paisley from school soon. She got a late day today, but
oh, all right. I better start breaking this big guy out then while those soak. Better start trying to bust this out a little bit. Let me go grab some tools. Also, bye, Loki. Hope you can join us live sometime. We'll just have a big rock hangout and get like a whole bunch of people in here in the live just hanging out and chatting.
Right. You said, yeah, you'll have to double check. You said you can get up to 20.
We can have a live show and tell, like a totally live show and tell where everyone actually shows and talks about their own stuff. Personally, I'll give the stage to one person at a time.
Right, and you can even join in too. You don't have to broadcast it to your channel too. You can just have a smartphone and join in the stream, which is cool. We're both using just a basic 5% vinegar. All right, that'd be cool. We can have different people come in and out, you know. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Just waiting on Chris. I hope everybody's been well. Anybody got any fun rockhounding trips planned for the year? I know we're only a couple months in, but anybody going any place awesome to do some rockhounding or bucket list, anything like that? I'm gonna try and make an effort to get down to Indiana, get some geodes at least once a month. I think I only got down there once last year. Honestly, I had one trip to Indiana, and that was a split trip. That was, excuse me, that was 50-50 between rockhounding and fishing, and then the other trip was up to Herkimer. Because I don't remember. I don't think it was last year that I went to. I don't think I did Haunted Ridge last year for my birthday. I think it was the year before. Yeah, no, I wouldn't have been able to go on 2 rockhounding trips like that. Yeah, that was 2 years. Dang.
Yeah, right. Time flies. All right, so I don't think this is going to work. I was going to use this to break it up, but I don't think my little 3D hammer will do the job, no?
George says, oh, yeah, he's got gold painted trip to Ovens Park.
Nice.
I need to run upstairs and grab an energy drink or soda. I'm at a little simple folding chair we have for when we have extra guests here, but it's inclined, so I don't feel like I'm sitting. I feel like I'm leaning. It's too comfy.
Oh, that's got a nice face right there. This calcite crumbles away pretty easy, but I don't want to remove all of it, so I'm not going to dip it in acid. But I am going to flake away a lot of layers, but try and leave some of that nice calcite structure and just reveal this Herkimer right here. It's kind of the goal. Another goal is to eventually get a scribe to do this and not just use a Dremel tip like I'm doing. Oh, there's the other face going down. Okay, so this is a triangle, or there's a face, and there's a face. This is a point where 3 faces meet. As long as I always push away from the crystal, should be okay. Hopefully not scratch it. Try and get all this loose stuff off. Should go find my little brush set. Oh, it's got a bit of a crack there. Still pretty. Don't matter if your face is cracked a little bit. I still love you. I feel like I should get under there with the wedge and push it upward. Try and peel it off. Oh, there it goes. Pop. It's pretty loose calcite. I feel like if I just work it and push upward and outward, it should keep popping off like that. All right, let's get some dust in my face and show you all a little closer. That might be a key mark, actually. Maybe where some of the calcite grew into the face. But at risk of exposing more like that on this side, we're going to keep going. A little deeper.
All right, what I miss?
I've revealed this face and this face.
Oh, nice. Oh, we got Squirrel in the chat. What up, buddy?
What up? I got to go check the chat.
George says he's going to start going live soon again with the scope. Heck yeah, man. I need some moon and stargazing in my life. And yeah, I didn't see the broccoli head. I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, sorry. Kick the camera.
So the other thing with this specimen is there's some sort of iron all around here. So you can see here, 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 the more black stuff. It looks like a iron pyrite. There's a little piece. Let's see if we can wiggle it out. It almost feels like a steel nail stuck in there. That's crazy. Look, there it is. Let's grab that little thing. See if we can take a closer look at it, maybe. Sorry, fell down in this little bin. Okay, I got it. Let's see if we can possibly get the macro close enough to get a look at this. Don't mind my fidgeting, we'll get there. Got it. What is that? Huh.
Does it have striations on the side or no?
No, well, it's this iron stuff leaching out of all of it. It's just like an iron pseudomorph pyrite or something, I think. I'm pretty sure it's a pyrite pseudomorph, because that's one of the only things that they find up there in that dolostone is pyrite.
Man, I'm still so mad about losing that one iron crystal I cut in that crazy botryoidal. I forget exactly what, I can't even remember what the name of that crystal was. But I had brought it inside. I think I showed Paisley or something like that, and it just stayed on the dresser. And then one day I came looking, and well, look at that. The loose crystal is gone now. It's my own fault for leaving it there.
Oops.
Eventually find it, I'm sure. It's probably inside the couch somewhere. Whenever we replace it, I think I'm going to bring it outside, lay a tarp out in the yard, and just slice open the bottom canopy and just see what the heck falls out.
It's not magnetic that I can feel. Not enough iron in there to be magnetic, but anyway, I'm going to keep poking at it.
Oh, just got in from a creek hounding trip. My first trip Thunder Egg. Oh, nice.
Nice.
You just out stomping the creeks out in Indiana, or are you where are you at?
Oh, need to go get that little brush.
I need to plan another trip to come down and just do some fishing. Just a whole day of fishing is what I need. Ugh. At home? Nice. How's fishing in your little lake right now? Any good, or does it kind of die down when it's cold? See, I grew up river fishing, so we were pretty much always able to go out there and do some fishing. Unless it was froze. If not, then come springtime, I definitely want to plan a trip to come down. Like I said, I want to just dedicate it to fishing, to fry some fish with you or something, and cook them on the grill.
I came very unprepared today. I found it. I barely had time to go get ready for this live after we were chatting.
Oh, it's all good. Just say I probably got, what time is it? Yeah, I probably got another 10 minutes or so.
I might do a live later. Go get my flat lap out and polish some of that turquoise I've got.
Right. I don't know. I have some nights where I have a hard time falling asleep after Heather will fall asleep. I might just start doing some like late night. I just randomly grab my flat lap and just start working on something.
Yeah,
and just
do it.
Get tired as I sit and scroll on my phone or watch TV. to come on down and slow, but I did catch a crappie last weekend.
Nice. How's your pieces soaking?
I don't think any will quite be ready to show any change. So I don't know. Maybe we what day is it today? Tuesday. I don't know. Maybe we see what you're up to later this week and plan a follow up and check on them again. Just do another little.
Yeah, a lot of days I work like 5 a.m. and I'm off pretty early, so because I usually open, so I'm off for the afternoons most days.
Cool.
And when I'm not, I'm off for the whole morning and then go in for the afternoon. We actually close at like 5:30 p.m., so I'm always off by like 6 too. It's pretty nice.
Well, I'll say this, then I'll leave it up to the chats. What do you guys think? Do you want us to go live again in a few days and follow up, see what we got going on with these pieces? Because yeah, I think with this 5% vinegar, we won't be seeing anything too spectacular happening just yet. There's lots of bubbles going. I'm kind of watching. I tried to situate most of the calcite where it's got some space underneath it so I can see if anything falls out, but I'm not seeing anything just yet. So yeah, let us know in chat. What do you guys think? A few days. Check it out next week. How long should we last? Or how long should we wait? How long should we last? Next week?
Words is hard. I've knocked a few little crystals off here, but that's okay. I'm trying to get to that big one. We have to sacrifice a few little ones sometimes. I don't know how well the camera's picking it up. I guess if people are watching on a bigger monitor, they might have seen a few of those actual crystals pop off. Ooh, that goes back. Look at that.
God, you poking around with that little picker thing reminds me of getting teeth pulled. A little thing they use to separate your gums from your teeth.
Yeah, I mean, actually, dental tools make great lapidary tools. If you ever come across a used or like I don't know, somehow you come across a dental tool sale, check that out because their Dremels, oh man, if you can get a dentist Dremel, all your normal bits will still fit in it, and they're one of the best. They're even better than Fordham, and they cost even more than those nice big Fordham Dremels.
Too rich for my blood.
Yeah, that's why I said if you get lucky and find a used one, I don't know, you find crazy stuff at estate sales. Some old dentist who took his 6 old Dremels home as he bought new ones for the office, left them at home, passes away, and boom, estate sale. There's a bunch of dental Dremel motors for cheap.
And I must say, there's not a whole lot of estate sales here on the south side of the Shy.
Trying to be careful. There's a little point right here. I don't know if y'all can see that too well. Let's see. Nice point right there. Trying to go around it like this. Man, this is going to be a lot easier when I don't have the camera right in front of the rock. I think after we're done here, I'll go do a little video showing some of the current progress. Oh, that was a good piece. Oh, that was a nice peel. And then I'll be able to record some macro shots of cleaning it up too. But then I'll be able to just mostly clean it up without having to have the camera right there. That is a nice big chunker that was in that rock, and I had no idea that was in there when I brought this home. That was all covered. Just nice Herkimer hidden in there. Oh, it looks like it's got a little friend right under it here, and a couple little points in there too. Well, looks like my pieces that are soaking have very little progress as well. Let's switch to the other camera here. Oop. Hey, that's the face camera. So yeah, thank you all for hanging out, I guess. Do you want to wrap it up, say goodbyes, and figure out how we're going to do this later?
Yeah, I'm cool with that. Well, I mean, we got a couple votes for a follow-up, so I mean, we'll see what works out. I'll double check with the wife and see what plans we got for the week.
Yeah, I did this stupid today. I've got my whole table right here, but then way over there is my laptop, nowhere near me, like 5 feet away. So I keep having to lean over, step up from the chair, and go over to the laptop. I rushed to set this up today and didn't bother putting my laptop on the desk here or anything. I had plans. I was going to set it up so nice and like have the camera on the other side of the table, pull my table out, have both cameras going. You guys only see 2 cameras right now, me and Tyler. There's actually a 3rd camera that's turned off that could be on the screen right now too.
Yeah, that's something I want to experiment with too.
Yeah, so if you get your laptop out, and if you have any plug-in webcam or webcam on your laptop, but especially if you have like a plug-in one, that's what I've been using. It's a movable corded one, and then you can like get, I don't know, different kind of close-up shots, or use that to just show my face small on the screen while we have this other camera.
I had my laptop set up. I was able to use my my GoPro wired to my laptop once before, so I tried a couple of different things.
Yeah, that can work too. Yeah, any kind of camera that you
get a drone too. So actually, the drone that I have in mind, I know a couple of content creators who just use it not in flight, but they just use it for the stability in the camera and stuff too. So I think that's another
interesting option.
Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I don't have drone money right now. My mom was kind and got me a nice electric scooter for my birthday. So I don't know. I might try and offload that thing and replace it with a nice DJI drone, because they got some cool ones. Plus, my biggest thing too is I have one main creek that I'd like to frequent, and in quite a few. Oh, I didn't even see Dazzle. Oh, how does that work? Have you tried it out yet at all, or no?
Yeah, a little bit. I flew it in my house and it scared the crap out of my dogs.
I've looked at a ton of different ones, and I just think for the price point, the one that I saw, the DJI Mini Pro 2, also because where it is, I don't want it to be over the weight where you have to go and get the license and everything for it too. So that's why I like it.
Some of my feedback about this is there's no way I'm putting this phone that I'm using right now connected to this after some of the news that just came out. I don't know if you saw, but apparently there's malware and stuff in some of these drones coming out of China, and people's phones have been getting hacked because you have to connect your phone with a Wi-Fi thing to the drone, and as soon as you do, it starts downloading something onto your phone. And it's like some of the really, really cheap drones can put malware on your phone, and it's like a new attack method. But there's been a few other things like that recently. There was something in the news the other day about everyone using a certain product was hacked, and it was, yeah, it's something that scares me, is like untrustworthy technology.
Yeah.
So I'm only using that with the remote it came with, but to use the video feature in cameras, you have to hook it up to a phone. So I've got an old iPhone 6. It says it's compatible with iPhone 6 and up. So I have that one that's wiped and factory reset, and I'm just gonna connect with that, I guess, see if that works.
Cool. Yeah, that's what Squirrel said. Burner phone.
Oh, did I just do a gesture? Did I do a thumbs up gesture?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know where that little bubble came from, but I saw a bubble.
You can also do peace sign.
Oh, there's gestures.
Peace. I don't know. It's supposed to do balloons when you do a peace sign. There it is.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know what the other ones are. I keep discovering little ones on accident.
I wonder what happens if we do this.
Yeah. What happens if
Fire?
What about rock on?
Instantly banned.
Rock on.
Well, yeah, I don't know. There's some things I want to do. There's always things you want to do, you know. But the world's a crazy place right now, so not many people in the market to buy a $700 electric scooter. So that's my biggest thing. Everybody, anybody I've talked to is like, "I'll give you $300." I'm like, nope. I need at least like $5 because that's what the drone I want costs. So ideally is find somebody who's got a drone they're not using anymore and just do the nice little trade. But
right, there's a lot of people out there who got drones and don't want them or use them anymore. A lot. You just got to find them.
Right. I just posted on Facebook. I'm gonna post on Facebook. I'm gonna go in like one of my Pokemon groups because I feel like Pokemon nerds are the guys that have scooters and drones and stuff.
You're gonna start getting spammed with so many scammers.
But I think that's about it for me. We will kind of chat amongst ourselves and figure out which day we will do a follow-up. Probably this week, maybe this weekend. We'll see. And we'll go from there. But I appreciate you, everybody, hanging out. Super cool to be able to use this new streaming platform, StreamYard.
Yep, StreamYard.
So enjoying it so far. And really looking forward to being able to add multiple users into the live chat or live stream. I think that's going to be a lot of fun in the future with show and tells and stuff like that. So
yeah, if we start doing more
happening, I'm not giving up on YouTube. I got a couple of comments like that. You ever going to post anything again? I'm like, where you been?
Busy with life.
Not fully back yet, but sticking my toes in the water and just trying to get all our house situated. Like I mentioned, we're doing some cleaning and renovating. Let me show this really quick. You see a mountain of toys over there? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that is we're thinning out. We're bringing some toys over to grandparents' houses, so when they're over there, they got stuff. So there's just too much on my plate right now for my neurodivergent brain to handle at the same time. So content creating kind of took a back burner, but it is also a nice stress relief for me. So I'm eagerly waiting to get back into it just as soon as I'm able to. But that is all for me, unless Chris has got anything else. I am out. I will see everybody when I see you.
Let's see. Looks like some people joined my chat. I missed Mr. HCH. I wasn't looking at the chat, and we had some people join in on my side that we missed.
Oh, my twin? We didn't see my twin come in? No.
Sorry about that, man. I had my computer over there, and it doesn't show. The one problem with StreamYard is using my phone here. It doesn't show me a chat unless. Oh wait, can I click this button? It shows me nothing. When I click chat, it's on my screen, but it's completely empty. I don't actually see any chat.
Yeah,
so
we're still working out the kinks. So yes, right now it's going live to Chris's channel as well as my channel. So some people are watching in mine, some are watching in his.
Yep,
unfortunately,
dual live, 2 channels
as of yet. But
in fact, I actually don't know what'll happen when you drop out. If I stay live, I don't know if it'll keep streaming on my channel but stop on yours. I don't know if that'll happen.
I don't know.
I almost want to keep going live just for a minute to find out.
And then have somebody just keep going live on my channel. Oh,
right.
All right, I'll wait for you to end it then, I guess.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you all for hanging out. We had a few kinks there. Also, it was Ripple Rocks. Ripple Rocks also joined.
Awesome.
Welcome.
Well,
and
sorry,
also goodbye.
Mr. Ripple Rocks and Mr. HCH, my twin. In case anybody's curious, HCH stands for Heather's Chubby Hubby. My wife is also a Heather, and I am also a chubby hubby. So we are twins. One and the same. All right. Thank you, everybody. Until next time.
Bye, everyone.
The balloons at the end.